You know, maybe it's time that Uncle Brian here does an Uncle Brian Tech Talk, the way Uncle Sanford does his Uncle Sanford Tech Talk videos, where he talks about all his technological, imagineering advancements, but he never does what's called a proof of concept. You know, I will listen to someone that says, well, you know, I have a new way of gapping spark plugs. And I'll show you that it will give you an improvement. They take a car to a track, they run it, they show a slip and say, here is the elapsed time. Now, I'm going to take these plugs out. I'm going to show you how I gap them, opposed to all the other millions and millions and millions and millions of other people here on YouTube telling you how their way of gapping spark plugs is the best way to do it. I'm going to show you that my way is the best way. And then they do what they do. They show you how they do it. They put it back in the car, take it back out on the track, and then they show you the time slip, and it's 2/10 quicker. That I'll listen to. You know, but Sanford's never shown any proof of this imagineering concept. So in this case, if any of you are like me and you like Uncle Brian lifters, but as you know, it can be a pain in the ass breaking it up, you know. I don't like a pipe. I don't like a bonk. I like joints, and even then, I don't even roll joints. I use my cigarette injection machine that I used to make my cigarettes. I put it in there as if I would tobacco. And I inject it this way. It also comes in handy, you know, when I'm walking on the street. Even though it's legal here, you can't be out in public doing it. You can't be in your car riding around doing it. You can do it in the privacy of your home, you know. And this comes in handy. You know, this came in handy when I used to do, you know, live streams with Will and Dave and Nolan. And when I'd have a few of my Uncle Brian lifters, they thought I was smoking cigarettes. Haha, see, even Uncle Brian can put something over on people. Although Dave and Will and Nolan were well aware of the fact that they were Uncle Brian lifters. You need to grind it up, you know, to get it to like a tobacco texture. That way, it's a lot easier. Even to rolling the joint, you still got to break up these buds into little, they can't be all chunky and lumpy looking like Uncle Sanford's bow-legged legs, you know what I mean, with his pigeon toes. You want them to be kind of, you know, uniform and straight, looking normal, you know what I mean? So people buy what's called a grinder. And I've seen them, you know, now because it's legal, they're selling all kinds of paraphernalia. You can get them in a 7-Eleven, you know, and it's a round thing, you know, and you have to unscrew the top. And you take a bud, you do have to break it up to some degree, but just like in chunks. You don't have to break it up all fine and be there doing this and doing this. Just, you know, like little chunks, pop it in there. Then you got to screw the top back on. Then you have to reach down below the top where you're screwing it on. There's like another retainer ring, and that's what activates it. Then you got to take that and you got to screw it and turn it and turn it and turn it and turn it while it grinds it up. And then when it's all ground up, when now it's spinning a little free, you know, it's ground up. Then you got to unscrew the bottom, take that bottom and then dump it out. I'm going to show you the Uncle Brian way. Now, it's like they say, you get what you pay for. Okay, and these things are plastic. They're fucking cheap junk. Or you can do it the Uncle Brian way. And I will show you my proof of concept. You get one of these. Firstly, they are steel. There's something metal here. This is all steel. It's heavy. Plus, this also comes in handy. How you can break up a good Uncle Brian lifter with this thing. Hold this in your hand. You can break up somebody's fucking face with this pretty good too if you whack them with it. You know what I mean? So as this you can see, it has a handle that flips up. No longer do you have to be unscrewing things. Watch carefully. This is called proof of concept. Simply pull it off. It's magnetized. No longer do you have to screw anything. The only thing you need to screw is your fucking girlfriend, you know what I mean? I hope you enjoy it as much as I do. Yeah, I don't want to brag, but I give Auntie Billy the best 10 seconds of sex of her fucking life. Simply unscrew it. You don't have to unscrew it. I said that, see if you're paying attention. Then, take an Uncle Brian lifter, which I always have a well-stocked supply. Take an Uncle Brian lifter. And I'm just going to simply just break off little chunks. I don't have to be too fussy with it. And, you know, still less time consuming than having to break this up into a fine, you know, fine blend like you need for tobacco. And just, you know, break up a little bit like that. Now, see, it's even kind of chunky. Simply take the top, stick it on. Once it's on, you simply do this. You can do this in only 10 seconds. And it's magnetized. Nothing will happen. Now it's all ground up in there. Now no longer do you have to be unscrewing and unscrewing the bottom. You simply pull out this drawer. And there is your Uncle Brian lifter. Ready to be put in a paper, a rolling paper, zigzag, easy, wider. And this also is magnetized, so it won't fall out. No more unscrewing, no more unscrewing. And then for easy storage, you flip this down, and once again, you know, some asshole gives you shit, you happen to have this laying around, you know. This thing's heavy. Just kind of hold it like this and go, yeah, motherfucker. I'm going to do to your face what I do to a fucking Uncle Brian lifter. And I'll do that in another 10 seconds too. You know what I mean? So it's like they say, you get what you pay for. And unlike Uncle Sanford, you know, with me, you get nothing but the best with Uncle Brian. Not only did I tell you about something that works and works well, I just offered you a proof of concept. Unlike Sanford that says, oh yeah, you do this, you do that, the way I do it, it's going to be better. Doesn't prove anything. Never will fucking prove anything. Won't show you how to do it the way I just showed you how to do it. Okay? Enjoy your day. Until next time.